Yo, my people, and welcome to the latest edition of Through a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm co-host, Dej.
Your co-host, Jacob.
Yes, my guys. How we doing? How we doing this week?
All good, man. All good.
All good. And yeah, I actually want to touch on that, funny enough. That it's funny enough when you asked us when we said we're all good. I wanted to touch on that.
So he's not all good.
No.
What's happened?
No, it's not that.
I'm there looking at him like, what?
All good. No. That's what I wanted to kick this one off with. You know, I like to sometimes start episodes a bit differently.
All right, mate.
And
What you got for us now?
I wanted to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we as men check in on each other enough? Are we actually honest with ourselves? Because this is what happens. I'll message you or I'll phone you, say how you guys doing. Everyone's generic response is I'm good. Yeah. You more time are lying to me. I'm more time lying to you. I'll be very honest. I'm just saying I'm good because I don't want to actually tell everyone. I don't want everyone to deep delve into what's going on with me. So I wanted to ask you guys, do we check in on each other enough? Because we literally say our generic response is I'm good, I'm all right. But that's usually not how we're feeling. So that's the question today that I wanted to kind of propose to you boys.
I mean, it depends on what capacity you're asking. Like, if you're just asking, yo, what are you saying, blah, 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 you're more or less going to get a generic response back, like, or a basic response, I should say. Whereas if you're to actually, if you think about it, how many times have you said to any of your boys, like, oh, how are you actually feeling? Like, what's going on, etc.
Yeah.
All these extras. Then, even then, you might, majority of the time, you're more or less not going to get the answer. Not that you want that, but more out of them at that particular time. But I think it would, for me in particular, even if I don't answer there and there, it will trigger my brain for me to actually have this conversation with, like, my boy that's asked that question at a certain time, innit? Obviously not a long time scale, but I'm just thinking over the years, anytime someone's actually asked me, I'll say one of my boys in particular, he's the one that will actually ask, like, how you actually doing, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And because he's constantly done that, that's when we can go into conversations deeper, innit?
Right.
But if I feel like it's a one-off, but do you know what I mean? Like, that, I'll just be like, are you all right first? Like, I might dismiss it in a jokey way, innit? But I'll probably, as I've got older, or when things are peak at certain times, I'll probably been more understanding towards that question, innit? So I'll be more I'll give it more or less, I'll be like, oh, are you asking this for a reason? Blah, blah, blah. We can have a conversation about it and all that jazz. So I'd say if I didn't answer the question, but yeah, if I did, then
Yeah, I understand.
Well, that for me, I'm not really like a talk about your emotions kind of guy. Or I'm not even a share your emotions kind of guy.
Right.
But I understand when people want to like vent, or people want to, or if people aren't good, like I can understand let's say the tones that, you know, your friends use with you, innit? To know that something's off.
Yeah.
Or if they're good or if they're not good. I usually get a vibe from the conversation that we'll have, innit? Then something will just trigger me to probably ask them, innit? But more time, like, with my people, like, if I ask them if they're alright, how can I even describe this? It's like, even if they don't tell me they're good, it's calm. Like, they're free enough to tell me that they're not good the first time, innit? Or even if they're not good, they will tell me eventually, innit? But I don't really say, how you really feeling?
Yeah.
But maybe sometimes I should, though, to
think
get a proper answer. But sometimes it depends what frame of mind you're in. Because sometimes, you can't really take in information that much or that deeply sometimes.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how they're feeling, how you're feeling, to actually go into detail on what's really going on. But as men, we could do better though, because we've been going through a lot of stuff in silence as well. most of us. So it's always good to be open every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
I think, sorry, I was about to cut you off earlier. It also depends on who's asking.
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Let me give an example, and it's nothing bad, but if Dej sitting in front of me asked, I'll be like, I won't question it, but I'll be like, Dej doesn't usually ask those questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's my other Deji,
Yeah.
he does ask those questions.
Yeah.
So like, that's when I'm saying it depends who asks, innit? Because if you ask it, I'll be like, why are you asking that? But not in a rude, dismissive way. But I'm like, why are you asking that?
At the same time, like if something was up, you just tell me anyway.
Yeah. Like you know, I come to you rather than you saying what's up. So if you're to say what's up, I'll be like, do you know something about me that I don't know? Go on. Like, Dej probably knows all my. I was gonna say all my dark secrets, as if I'm some Darth Vader or something. But Dej probably knows the most about me, innit? So I feel like if he was to ask me that, I'll be like, have you heard something that I haven't about myself, or that I'm about to hear? Whereas if it's the other Dej, if he asks me, I'm more likely to go into the conversation with
And
him
respond.
out of all my boys, most likely, because he's the one that actually he's the one that tends to ask those questions. Now I think about it more than anyone else. So I think it's good, even if like you, for instance, just say you, Jacob, even if you're not used to asking those questions, I think it's good for you to always be there for one of your boys as some form of a venting block, because I know who I can go to. So that's why I feel like I'm not always fussed if people don't ask me as much.
Right.
Because I know who I can go to at any time. Literally, Dej.
Dej
knows I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. Or man's working during the day and he'll be like, I'm outside your house. And just pull up like that.
Yeah, simple.
And then I can vent there. Or if, say, other Dej asks, then... Or SK, for instance. Like, I've got people that I can speak to about certain stuff, innit? Get me? And I feel like everyone needs that. Obviously, the people that I haven't called, apologies, but there's more of you in it, so don't all come back to me. But I feel, so you should always have like one or two, maybe 3-4 people that you can have these conversations with, and it also depends on your friendship group as well. Like, sometimes it might not be encouraged. I feel like my core friends in particular, it is encouraged.
Yeah.
So we can have these convos. We'll literally be at one of Mandem's house we call HQ, and we'll just all be there, just like, bruv, talk about life and everything. Then after that, testosterone kicks in. Hey, man up.
It's always good as men to have an outlet. Still.
No, definitely.
Because if you keep all of that in, something just stupid will just happen.
Definitely. I definitely have my core friends of who I go and speak to. Definitely, I've got 2 boys that I definitely go and speak about everything to. That they know me inside out. They know when I'm in a good place. They know when I'm not in a good place. But
see, I shouldn't have named names. The other man them are gonna be thinking wrong. What I mean?
No, but that's why I'm. But I also
think about it, I've probably got more than 2 or 3 now.
I have 2 that I definitely go to, and I have 1 female friend outside of my missus that I can speak to about everything. When I say everything, I'm telling you everything. And more time, that's the person. She'll come to me for stuff. I'll go to her for stuff. I also tell my missus everything. But, sometimes you need something outside of your relationship. That's your friendships to have a conversation with.
You just need someone to look at it through a different lens.
Basically.
Yeah, no, for real.
That's what it is, really. And that's why I wanted to ask the question, though. But leading on from that question, I now actually want to ask you guys, instead of answering me, I'm good. How actually are you?
Well. Oh no, I'm good still. No, I'm joking. Dad, you can answer. Go on.
Nah, for me, I'm good. I'm tired, but natural innit. I'm good. No, I'm happy still. I'm happy. I'll tell you why in a little bit as well. So I'm happy, man. I got a couple wins of the week still.
Jeez,
That's good
still.
Joe?
Yeah. I won't do the generic I'm good, but I don't feel like there's anything bad, do you know what I mean, or anything negative as per at the moment. Obviously touch wood, but anything can happen, innit? Like, not to be dramatic, but I'd say like I'm fine, innit? I probably just like Dej, a bit tired, but that's partly by own choice, lack of sleep, work being busy, etc.
Yeah.
Us watching US sports, all
Mm-hmm.
that jazz. Like, but other than that, the only thing I'd say recently that I haven't been happy with myself is I haven't been as active exercise wise,
Okay.
which actually really, like, if I've got a quietish day and I'm working from home, I'll go gym on my lunch break, innit? And the last couple of weeks I have had those moments. And there was one day in particular, I remember the day before, I was like, I'm definitely going gym on my lunch. Nothing's disturbing, blah, blah, blah. Come to lunch, I actually said to myself in the kitchen, like, I actually said it out loud, I cannot be bothered. And I never like have that. Usually I'll think of an excuse, innit?
Right,
for
right.
my own self. But then I genuinely said, I can't be bothered. I've had no motivation, innit? So I'd say that's where I haven't been happy with myself. Obviously I've been kicking balls like on the Fridays and stuff like that, but just getting the overall fitness back again, or getting to at least a decent level in it of exercising. Bro, look, man's got a treadmill in the yard, fam. There's obviously the rents of packed boxes on it and stuff like that. But like, I've just been so lazy. So I'd say, that's where I'd say I really haven't been happy with myself in that aspect. But other than that,
All good in other aspects.
not bad at all.
Well, how have you been, Jacob?
Yeah, mates.
I've been okay, man. I'm not gonna say I've been good. I've been okay. Everything is up and down, but it's probably because of football and how it affects my life.
Yeah.
If that's down, then it's gonna make certain days be down. If that's up, certain days are better. Life in general, I'm just trying to stay consistent, to be fair. That's my main thing, just consistency with everything. With this, with everything I'm doing, like routines, just trying to stay consistent. And when I'm not consistent, that's when I feel I can see things are off. Just from morning routines, going to the gym 6 a.m. or 6:30 before I go to training. Then doing my routines at training. When stuff is off for me, it's really off.
Hold on, sorry to cut you off. Do you still go gym like after, like, we're talking about NFL, NBA at like 3 a.m?
Not 3, 6. Yeah.
But I'm saying, would you still go at 6?
Yeah. So
right.
when I say consistency, like, it has to be consistent. So I'm up 6:30 gym, and then I'm in the gym just doing like my strength and conditioning, my prehab stuff before I go to training. And I'll drive to training and then get there, and consistency down to the same thing I eat for breakfast. Like, if anything is off, my day feels like it's going to be off.
Yeah, you have egg in it for breakfast.
Omelette usually.
I knew it.
So you're
Omelette
a
usually.
routine person, basically.
Yeah, because when I'm out of routine, it's a mess, and it will mess up my whole week. And I'll literally, one day I have routine, the rest of the week is out of routine. And from there, I'm freestyling. And sometimes I freestyle weeks and I enjoy them, but I know I need to get back to the routine. So I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I wouldn't say I'm too high, too low. I'm in the middle, median. I wouldn't say I'm good, bad, but I'm okay, man. That's where I'm at with everything. But I feel like it's necessary for us as men, as black men in particular, to check in on each other, because I don't think we do it enough. Although we do it in our friendship circles and we have those conversations, I don't think we do it enough. You get what I mean? It could be a case of you have the one conversation every 2 weeks, but everyone changes from day to day.
Yeah.
Do you know what we don't do though? I think we don't take stock of how we feel.
That's true.
Go on, elaborate further.
So when I mean take stock, sometimes you just need that moment of pause, to just think, like, how am I actually feeling? What's actually going on? And how can I navigate through this? Most of the time we're just on 100 miles an hour until something happens, then we have to switch. But if you have that moment of pause, you'll always be at a good level to deal with things.
Right.
So yeah, man, maybe we can take stock more often.
Yeah, you're 100% correct in that. You're 100% correct in saying that, because I don't feel like we break enough.
Yeah.
As you said, we're always 100 miles per hour. I don't feel like we take a minute to reflect and look at what we've done.
Yeah.
We just, okay, cool, what's the next thing?
But I feel that's also partly with the fact that there's always something going on, or like you always have to feel like, okay, what's next? What am I gonna do next? Do you know what I mean? Like, because now we're all thinking of how we're gonna progress, say through this, progress financially. Whereas like when you're, I'd say probably speaking to our younger listeners and that you've got a bit more leeway in terms of less stress to an extent.
Right.
Obviously, some might still have that same level of stress or whatever, or just a lot of things going on in it. But whereas like us, we're now all at stages where like, okay, cool. How are we gonna
progress?
Where the milestones need to start.
Yeah. Like,
but in that same breath, are we not rushing towards them? I don't know how I want to put this. I've got it in my brain, but I don't know. In that same breath, are we too goal driven? I know it's good to be goal driven, but are we too, okay, we hit this milestone, what's the next thing? We never actually stop to celebrate the win.
Yeah.
Like, we'll hit it, like I'm always, and it's only been like this year I've started to do it, to be fair, because I was like that. I was just gung-ho, what's the next thing? I've now taken time to stop and celebrate the small wins. And I don't feel like we do that enough. I feel like we're just, okay, cool. Hit this milestone, what's the next thing? Hit this milestone, what's the next thing? No one takes time to stop, celebrate, and then progress. It's just hit one thing, hit the next thing. By the time you've hit everything, you're done.
Yeah.
There's nothing, you're done. I know you can never be done, but you're just done, and then you're looking back and like, oh wait, I done all of this, but what do I have? What have I enjoyed?
It comes down to who's around us too. Because end of the day, yeah, you need sometimes, if you're always looking for the next thing, yeah, maybe someone around you might just has to remind you that, yo, like, let's celebrate these wins.
Or take a step back and reflect on it.
Yeah.
No, I understand, because
sometimes you need to assess the direction you're going in as well.
That's true. That is definitely true. But even, I'm going to just personalize it. Even with me being named captain of the national team, I wasn't thinking I was a win or anything like that. I said it before, and I didn't have time to kind of process things. I just went, oh, okay, cool, I'm captain of the national team. It's something that should have happened, and just carry on with life. But everyone else,
that's huge, man.
But you get what I mean.
Trust.
But this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. Everyone else.
I think I said it to you on I think our first episode when you've obviously come back, and I was like, one, it's not even a bad thing from you, but me just knowing your nature is not for you to go and say it, innit? Right. So like for me,
you're knowing chill.
Knowing you the way as it is, it was just business as usual. And I think you probably only started to take it in when people were actually like posting about it and stuff like that. Maybe obviously you can answer that. So yeah, I think it's also how you as a person can be wired, because I genuinely always tell people like, bro, don't be afraid to celebrate your win, innit? Or like take a step back. That's one thing I've never felt like hesitating, in the sense that I can actually take a step back and reflect on something positive within that I've done for myself, or whether that's work, personal, anything, innit? And I always tell people, bro, enjoy that moment. Like not everyone can speak on certain moments, you get me? So enjoy it there and there, because not to say it's gonna finish or whatever, but yeah, like I said, it could be a rare occasion for a lot of people, bruv. Not many humans on this earth can say they're the national team skipper, bruv.
Let
not
alone
even
say
London,
Grenade the national team as well,
bro.
No, it's true.
Think about how many captains you've had in history.
Yeah,
you're one of them now.
That's true. That's true. But
if they did a museum of captains, you'll be up there,
in there, fam.
But as you say,
we can't say that.
Captain or what?
But as you say, it's business as usual. That's probably be my mindset from early. So that's why it just continues like this. But that's with life.
Yeah.
That's why I say I can never get too high, never get too low, because it's just whatever happens, it's even keel when you're going.
Yeah, there'll always be the next goal, but you do have to enjoy it, because we only have one. We only got one life. So these wins are to be enjoyed, but you have to enjoy them to know that you want more of it.
Right.
That's very true.
And it's always sweeter when you have people to share it with as well. Otherwise, when you look back on all the things you've accomplished, you'll start to feel a bit empty.
That's definitely the one. Because even funny you said that. Watching like Shannon Sharp always say that he's accomplished so many things, but he has no one to share it with.
Yeah.
And it's like
he's got like his kids and that, but like no one for him.
Yes.
Like no partner beside him.
Mm-hmm.
I think with him in particular, don't know how we got into him, like, but yeah, because the irony you mentioned him. Obviously, I was watching First Take the other day, and my sister's come down, and then I don't know. I think she might have made a comment on him or something, and I was like, that's just the way he's so programmed. Like he's so meticulous with certain stuff, or he's so wired that if he has his heart set on this is his routine, he's not breaking out of it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel that could be an issue for a lot of people, where they're not saying him in particular, but a lot of people ain't open to the idea of, say, I think we mentioned the other day, new things,
Change.
Change, even trying something new, etc. Restaurant, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Like some people, they'll feel like, all right, because this routine works for them, like I can mention, just say you as an example, I can mention something to you and you'll hear it, but that's the end of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas me, I'm always open to what people are to say in it. So I'll be like, okay, cool. Like, then if I feel like I'm going to show an interest, I'll probably look into it further and stuff like that. But there's some people, they're so wired and programmed that like, not going to really snap out of this. You get me? Like,
and when you get to that age, you're never
when you get older, but
not changing. You are who you are at that
like,
stage.
it's a mentality thing. It could be culture wise, anything. So
no, man, that's just, sometimes I have my topics and just want to bring them and discuss them with you guys, and that was one of them I had. So I said to myself,
sorry, just to continue, like I'm mentioning me again, flipping out.
No, sorry, that's for the podcast. You should mention yourself.
No, but like in the sense that obviously football for you lot, I feel like this is why I probably celebrate I say athletes, but the footballers around me, their wins more, because they don't do it enough.
Don't think we have time to.
I think you do. You have time to reflect on it more, or have the conversations about it more. So that could be your own form of, all right, I'm actually taking in what I've done, innit?
Yeah.
You get me? Because just obviously
they don't really talk their shit, do they?
Not as much in it until you get out of them. And like I can speak generically across the board. That's why I always I've always said to the man them, like, when you man are doing something on the pitch, obviously I used to want to be a baller when I was younger, and I'm still world class. But you get me? Like,
class is permanent. Go listen to that.
Damn right. You get me? Go listen to that one. But I live vicariously through you lot on the pitch. That's why I'm like so invested, in the sense that like, yo, like this, blah blah. I'll ask questions not a lot of people will ask, I think, anyway, innit? So when you're skipper for a national, man's grenading, you get me? Man's grenading skipper as well. Like, we're all sharing that achievement.
Yeah,
like,
no, I get you.
When man them are hitting national mat, or just skippering their teams, like EFL landmark, the amount of games you play for a club, play in the league, etc.
Huge, man.
Your goal assist ratio, anything like that, and like, because I always like to tell you lot are like, not breaking the mold, but you're in a very small percentage of people that within the community that are actually doing something a lot of people wanted to do,
yeah.
So obviously I'm talking from a football perspective. There's other aspects of life, whether you're a musician, anything like that. But
this could be this can relate to anything, though.
For literally anything. But I'm just talking about, like, from my experience of the people that are around me. I'll be like, bro, like, get me? Like, man was doing Twitter warrior beefing fans 10 years ago for the man them. Get me? I'm like, obviously things like that you lot can't say in it, but I can.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And obviously now man's older, more mature. You just look at certain things back and you laugh in it. Or if you're to see something like that. So I feel like for you lot in particular, my kind of advice would be like, yeah, have these conversations with people. Like, bro, like, we shouldn't always force it out of you, innit? Like, you lot be more receptive to, like, yo, man, get me, blah blah blah. But like, I mean, you, not you in particular, because you generally are like, you'll tell us all your international break stories, blah blah blah, before we start recording, or anything in general, innit?
Yeah, man, and they're hell of a story.
But yeah, bro,
so
like,
sick,
yeah, trust you, bro, national team skipper, fam. You get me? So, and use that as a platform to only elevate your game, but elevate all aspects in it.
Mm.
You get me? Because, bro, leadership role is important. Like, not everyone's a leader in life, which is fine, innit? But sometimes God could bestow that opportunity on you, and it's your calling in that aspect. So, bro, just...
And leaders in sport are very underrated as well.
Yeah, man. It takes a lot.
People from the outside don't know what it takes to actually be a leader in a sporting environment.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Because there's a whole squad looking to you to guide them through things.
You're the extension of the head coach, essentially.
Yeah.
And then
Plus,
they look to you.
You even have to guide yourself through your own stuff as well.
That's the main thing. And it's been weird, kind of being put in that leadership role in effect. Never being a captain before at this level, anyway.
Yeah.
Being put in that role and being asked questions I'm not usually asked. As I've spoken to you guys before, what people ask me, and I'm thinking I don't have these answers, but I got to figure out a way to get these answers.
You got to figure it out
because it's now they look towards you, and you now have to look towards someone else. But it's very interesting the way it's a way obviously things work, and definitely as sportsmen, I feel like we don't say enough, and as well as Dej said, talk our shit enough. To be fair, we just kind of let it rise and just let it go. But I think it's just because we're looking for the next thing.
But do you think as well, is it because if you start talking your shit, you think you'll be like bragging?
Do you know what?
I was just about to say.
Do you know what?
You think people will perceive it as arrogance?
Do you know what?
Maybe in this country,
in England,
culture-wise,
there's always going to be people that criticize, but
in England, but it's confidence. I feel like it's confidence when you're talking your shit and you're backing it up. If you're not backing it up, then it's a different thing. But in America, I feel like it's applauded more, especially in the NBA, in certain associations.
Yeah, NFL more, because I feel like because of the whole testosterone. Yeah, bro, like I'm gonna knock your head off.
Yeah,
you get me.
Whereas in football, it seems like someone will say something about it. You're a loudmouth. You're this. You're that. You're brash.
True.
And you can be labelled a certain type of way for that. You get what I mean? You've seen in the past, there's been athletes or footballers that have been out there and been those so-called loudmouths, even though it was just confidence, even though they were just telling everyone how they felt.
Even I was speaking about Beckham last week. His style when he broke that mold, that, a lot of people didn't like it.
No, it was not. They wouldn't because they weren't. Alex Ferguson didn't like it.
Yeah,
he wasn't used to it.
He wasn't used to it. Didn't understand it.
Yeah. But now I feel like it's accepted more. Social media's allowed more options and more opportunities for everyone to be themselves. And that's what you can see, kind of the young boys now coming up are really, really coming up. And I think it's helped a lot. Definitely.
I'd say the negative side of that though, with like, say the young boys in particular, it leads them. I understand where the old heads coming from with this aspect, with them getting distracted, because for me, as long as you're working super hard, where you're at, or you're at a level where you know if you're working super hard, you're gonna get better and better and elevate. Not even just football, but any sport or any aspect. Like, stick to your core as well, innit? But still enjoy what you do, what you want to do, and everything.
Make sure the main thing's the main thing.
Yeah, the main thing, and that's where I feel like. I'll again refer it back to football. That's where I feel even not young ballers, but ballers in general, they'll get comfortable.
Yeah,
like
it's the worst thing you can get.
Yeah, man's earning a good amount, or I'm at a good level. That's why, like,
put the ball on autopilot. Innit?
Yeah, man.
But it don't work like that.
No.
Being an elite athlete is the hardest thing because your sacrifice it's got to be stupid, bruv.
But that's the things that people don't see. They like to talk about, but don't see. The sacrifices.
But at the same time, I do get why people, though, when they're at a comfortable level, it is what it is. I'm not gonna shout for you if you feel like that's where you want to be. All right, cool. That's fair, innit? You get me? Like,
that's why after a certain level, cream always rises to the top.
Yeah.
Because the ones that continue to like go sky high, they continue to make sacrifices. The ones that don't just get comfy in it.
But
with some other factors involved.
Yeah. Obviously, there's always other factors, external, internal.
But it's difficult because it's so easy to get comfortable. It's so easy to get comfortable. You can, even if you feel like you're not in that comfortable space, you could be just sitting there. That's as real as it is. Like, you feel like you're pushing, but you're really just, I like it here. This is where my home.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. like people don't want to escape their comfort zone, and that's why you see certain players, or people in general, that had the potential to go and be great, just be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
And there's always like one or two incidents that just keeps them at that good level.
Yeah.
So they're great.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the prime example that could be Pogba, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was-
Potentially.
He was literally en route to be great, but a few incidents here
Or
and there.
even he was at the stage of him signing for United. Like
Yeah.
he was arguably the most talented midfielder in the world at the time.
Yeah.
So
It's a great moments.
yeah. So
There's like, it's like people like, I'm gonna say a name, Ja Morant.
yeah.
Yeah, he's great, but he's on the way to being great.
I'll say on the way.
Yeah, he's on the way to being great, but the things he's doing,
It's just gonna keep him at good.
yeah, it's gonna keep him at the good level because he's comfortable in Memphis. He's comfortable doing what he's doing. He's comfortable around his friends. He needs to like leave.
I think
That-
sorry, when I was listening to First Day last week, I think one of the Memphis writers or reporters, they said he's the biggest thing in the city since Elvis Presley. Like that is absolutely mad. And I think Memphis is the smallest NBA market.
Mm-hmm.
And man's bigger than the biggest rock, or as big as the biggest rock star.
One of them ever.
Yeah, ever. So like when the reporter, maybe he might be exaggerating or something, but like when you actually deep the somewhat pressure or how you feel you're gonna be perceived, you might feel I need to act a certain way in it.
Mm-hmm.
In his case, it's been silliness. The thing that's his saving grace is he's stupid young.
Yep.
He's still got.
And stupid talented.
Yeah, it's not affecting his ball play.
Yeah.
So like,
It's not affecting him yet.
yeah, I should say it's the perfect
But
word.
certain factors will come into play where his services will no longer be needed.
Well, I mean, it affected his money last season because of the games he was suspended. He couldn't get the max.
Yeah.
So,
It's already affecting something.
yeah.
But he's already got enough that he's comfy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But I feel
That's
like
another thing.
when you're also earning that amount of money, like for them lot especially,
Yeah.
they still want more.
But that's
Do you know
but
what
when
I
you're
mean?
earning that type of money, it's even easier to get comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like the elite is once you're not elite, but once you're earning stupid amount, I think you're less likely to get comfortable. Them lot, because they want that landmark of half a billion, for instance. All right, let me get close to $1 billion.
Yeah, but he's so young. He hasn't even established what landmark he wants. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Bro. Fair, but man's one of the few athletes with a signature shoe.
But the signature shoes now, is
Nah,
it
I
on
don't-
pause?
No.
I don't know.
Even if it is, it's coming back.
He
His one
did
isn't-
get dropped by a few people
It'll
though.
come back, but the impact will be different.
Yeah.
It'll come with
Yes.
a warning now.
Yes.
Yeah, that I get, but like that's why I said he's lucky with the age factor.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah, he's got
two
time to turn it
incidents.
around.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be as much as what he could have done if it never happened.
Yeah, that's true. If he was
Yeah,
if
you
he was
can't-
on a
you can't
straight
argue
if
that
he was on a straight and narrow, what's his rise look like compared to what?
Do you know what he will be? Do you know what kind of person he will be in Memphis now?
No, because
Even though he's like,
I disagree because American sports especially, they love a story.
But not this story.
No, trust. They love a story.
listen, let him pull the trigger next time.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not
they
this
still
but
love
story.
if
the
I'm
story.
saying as long as he doesn't do anything else, his form of reform story, bro, it will end up. Let's just say for argument's sake, next season, because this season he won't be eligible.
I'm pointing the laser, you know.
Next season, if he's performing at a top level, narrative-wise, because that's what they all say, narrative, MVP, he'll be a front runner for it. Like for Americans, they always speak about how much they love a story,
The
bro.
redemption story.
Yeah, bro.
It is.
They do
I
love-
said
they
it is-
do
it
love
is
the story.
weird,
Oh,
but
comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
That's when it'll begin.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
true.
that, bro.
It's true. And to be fair, if you actually look at it, Kobe Bryant, what happened to him in the case he had, and then look at what he went on to do. He had the same sort of effect that he had with Nike and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff with the signature shoe kind of being taken away,
I'm telling
then
you.
given back.
As long as your
So-
top brand doesn't drop for you.
Yeah, that it's true because Kobe
Yeah,
had the
but-
same. Kobe did have the same, and his
He
his
didn't
wasn't
come up in
holding.
council culture though.
No, but his wasn't. But his wasn't holding guns. His was a different type of madness.
Yeah.
But obviously he got acquitted. But if you're even involved in that, you get what I mean. What can possibly come from it?
So, boy.
I feel like being involved in what he was is not to condone it, but is lighter over there. Lighter in America anyway.
Sexual assault over guns.
Yeah.
You think it's lighter in America?
Yeah.
In terms of this, I kind of get what you mean though, especially with their gun culture. You're illegal in a lot of states to hold a gun, bro.
I know, but
do you know what I mean? Like,
but the extent Ja Morant's gone to, he's got it on he's got it on a plane, on live. He's actually breaking full on NBA rules.
but he hasn't broke the law.
No, of course not.
No, but there's a code of conduct for the NBA, innit?
Yeah, exactly. That, but I get that part. But this is what I say. As long as he doesn't do anything else bad, he hasn't actually broken a law.
If he fires a gun, he don't break the law, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
America
that's why I
should-
get Deji's point of the whole
America needs to be
sexual
shut
assault
down,
thing.
boy.
Do you know what I mean,
America's
bro?
dumb.
Like, in terms of their sports, how many players have got away with those kind of cases? So
Yeah, but the consequences were hefty for them though.
yeah, and it'll always stay on their name. Whereas the gun thing, I'm telling you, if Ja does nothing now, people are forgetting that. It's just gonna be a great story when he retires.
No, they'll remember because
No,
it happened with Gilbert Arenas with the gun thing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
but Gilbert's only come up because of Ja's thing of recent.
No. It was big back then.
always
We
been-
just
it's always
No,
been
it
big
was
as well.
big back then, but I'm saying of recent, most people wouldn't think of incidents like that.
No, of course, because he's
they do because it's in bars and everything.
Yeah, it's true, but obviously he's painted his image in a different
But
light, and he's
you
obviously
have to remember his one was years ago as well though.
Yeah.
no social media like that.
And
That's
he got a 50 piece.
yeah.
But this is my point that I'm making with Jaws. The 125 games. I'm saying if he does nothing else from this, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but this is the thing. How
Story-wise-
do you trust Ja Morant after
Oh, well,
being
that's a
told?
completely different story. That's a completely different story.
No,
Like,
but that's the question you got to ask. Do you trust Ja Morant after being told and being fined and being banned once to then doing the same thing again another time? Do you now trust him again to not do what he's doing?
He sat in front of the commissioner, and he's basically saying, "I will never do this again."
yeah, but this is where I blame
Only to
authority.
be caught with a strap on Instagram Live.
But
Weeks
that's
later.
where I blame authority, because you've let the first incident get leniently gone. Like, even Skip talks about it when he went rehab. He was in rehab for, it wasn't a real rehab,
it wasn't
bruv.
a real rehab.
It's a few days. When the Memphis Grizzlies allow him to get away with, it's like allowing a footballer here to get away with anything. Then when they finally do something bad, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they done it. No, they've been coming to training late for 4 times a week, and you've allowed it now, so they're coming to match day late.
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an
It's
example.
true,
But
it's
do you know
true.
what I mean? Like,
I
that's
don't-
how the Grizzlies have always been.
I don't blame authority though.
Neither do I. 'Cause
I
you're a
blame
man
the,
of that.
I don't. I blame him, but also blame the people around him.
Yeah.
And I think
there's an equal share of the pie in his case.
Yeah, 100%. I blame him because you're a grown adult and you should know what you should and should not be doing as an NBA player.
He's well, I won't say he's a child, but he's in his early 20s. Yeah, you should know what to do or not to do in it
Exactly.
in order to protect your money.
That's the thing.
I heard that, but,
But
at
then-
22 or something,
But
they're giving man 150 M's.
That's also another thing.
At 22, if I gave you 150 M's, you and I've got code of conducts, yeah, that to simply not even not carry guns. Just don't show this gun on live.
and you flash a strap, yeah. In what's it called? In a car with a laser, fam.
At someone,
The
at a security guard.
laser thing, we don't know if it's him. That's still
No, but
that's
he
still
was in the car.
speculation. Of course, yeah.
That's wild, bro.
But you know that you know that you man know.
I'm
full
not
well-
denying that at all.
But you man know full well, if you're in the car, if you're the elite athlete, you're the famous person, the only name getting mentioned is you.
it's yours.
Allen Iverson,
100%, I agree.
when he got his prison sentence, he was in the bowling alley. We saw the video, him leaving the bowling alley. But guess what? Someone saw him in the bowling alley. Out of hundreds of other people there, they picked the famous person, Allen Iverson. And who got charged? Allen Iverson. He didn't do anything, but he got charged.
Bros,
So it's the people around you.
I'm agreeing with you, but I'm going back to his case. Like, the only thing he technically done bad, obviously what he done was bad action, but he broke the league code. He didn't actually break a law.
Right.
And I think the reason why we see it, I probably don't see it as not intense. I'm not downplaying it, but obviously here we're not allowed guns in it. Do you know what I mean? So we're looking at it from that aspect.
Yeah.
1, 2. I'm looking at the aspect like, bro, like a lot of the states, this is what they allow.
Yeah.
1. Obviously, don't get me wrong, he's the main share of the blame, innit? But like, there's so much external factors because not
there's
external
loads.
factors, but a lot of factors because it's been said way before he had any of these incidents how much the organization allow him to get away with.
Of course.
Stephen Adams, their most experienced player,
Held them
has to hold him accountable on an away game trip or whatever and speak to them. This was all said like,
Yeah, it was out there.
like
National
you get me? So
media.
this is where I do blame authority. No matter if you have a star player, you're like, bro, you're the face of my team, especially in their kind of sports. Here, you don't really have faces as much, but
They got a small market out there, so that's why they're probably allowing it too.
yeah, but when something like this happens, if you lose your prime asset that's bringing in so much money, it's your fault. Like
Yeah.
I was looking when Giannis signed his contract last week, how much the Bucks, when he first signed for the Bucks, I think they were only worth, my figures are wrong, let me just say for argument's sake, 200 million.
Yeah.
The organization, bro, they're worth billions now.
It's like Steph Curry.
Because of him. Oh yeah, obviously. But do you know what I mean? Because of just one player.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much I think their average capacity of their arena was 11,000 or so for his first game or first season. Now their average capacity is their max, I think, which is 17,500 or something like that. So it's max, but they're selling out. Like, man's helped the city of Milwaukee
Right.
crazy. And that's where American athletes, like, this is why the organizations have even more of a say, because you're not only destroying you, you're destroying me, the owner.
Yeah.
Like, my money, bro. You're making me a billionaire.
Yeah, it's true.
You get me?
Multi-billionaire. You're making people multi-billionaires.
Multi-billionaires. This is why I'm like, bro, like, authority plays a big part in their kind of sports more than ours. To an extent.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like,
100%.
That's why I say they share a lot. Whereas if the comms or communications was out that they're generally strict or etc., they don't accept this, and he's just doing his own thing, then I'll be like, all right, cool, you lot have tried. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from what was said, a lot has been said that they let him get away with certain stuff.
Yeah, and you let someone get away with one thing, you may as well let them get away with everything.
Then
So
they were part of the rehab process for him, of him coming back on his first incident after only missing, I think, four games.
It was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be 9 or something silly, but
when
he
he
only
missed,
missed 4.
when he missed that match, I was like, yeah, he's gonna do something.
He's
else,
gonna do it again.
Because
And
it was
do
a slap
something
on the
mad.
wrist.
Yeah.
It was a slap on the wrist, bro. If you make a mistake and you just get a slap on the wrist, 9 games. Oh, cool. I'll just go partying for 9.
That's a minor.
Bro, 9 games in the NBA is 2 weeks.
Bro, I'd never heard rehab that quick, and I don't even hear rehab that much. But they have their stories.
We know it ain't that quick.
Yeah, bro. You're like, what rehab did you go, bruv? Just stay in your house.
Yes.
If you told me he stayed in his house, I'd believe that more than the rehab.
Yeah,
story.
he didn't go to rehab. It's just interesting, man. It's interesting how.
Got straps in the yard too, man.
That as well.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Oh, man.
we've probably gone on there way longer than we thought we would.
Yeah, we went from our emotions to
Yeah,
Shadow
man.
Sharp to the
Oh, you
NBA.
get me? That's how quick this is what I mean about random convos, bruv. Like, it's not we quickly dismiss our thing, but we felt like we answered it. and that was it. I showed
it's
more
true.
passion in the last 10 minutes than that one, a good half hour or so. But yeah, no, speaking of the NBA, we might as well just stay on that topic.
Yeah.
Obviously, opening games have started 2 days ago or whatever. Glad the sport's back.
Yeah,
It's been good buzz.
It's been about time.
About time. It really is about time. And yeah, it's just, to be fair, last night's games, I haven't really caught up with them. I've just about seen some of the results and stuff like that. But like, I think we gave our Western and Eastern Conference final predictions last week, but we didn't actually choose our winners, I don't think.
No.
As well as we'll
No,
do.
we didn't. Yeah, we didn't.
No, we didn't choose our winners still.
Yeah.
No.
So today we'll choose winners. No, MVP, and then winners.
Boy, MVP already.
I mean,
I don't know if I think we'll
Obviously,
give it a few weeks.
I've only got 2 options for MVP anyway. So,
I can tell you who's winning it.
well, Jokic.
No, not MVP. I can tell you who's the overall winner.
of the championship.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's the Denver Nuggets.
I
And
knew
after watching the other night, yeah, I don't know what anyone's gonna do with them, because it got to a point when the game got close in the fourth quarter. They called a timeout, and they went into some offensive sets, yeah, that are merely impossible to guard. Yeah, that were like they put Jamal Murray and Jokic in a pick and roll. Had MPJ, it had MPJ in the corner, but had I think it was Torian Prince rotating in because you have to double up somewhere. So you always have a free wide open shooter in the corner who can he's a knockdown shooter, and then you've
KCP.
Exactly. But you got two. So you got Michael Porter Jr. on one side, KCP on another other side, and you got Jokic and Jamal Murray basically drawing in 4 of your players, leaving 2 wide open shooters. So I was watching thinking they've gone into impossible to guard sets, and it's just about making the wide open shot. And literally the game got close and they said, okay, cool, it's time to start playing now.
Anytime it got close, you
literally saw timeout, offensive sets. The next 4 plays, they stop the Lakers one end and go down the other end and just score 4 buckets, blow the game wide open.
I think the Lakers' problem, though, as much as giving the Nuggets credit or not taking it away from them, I think it's more of a... I'm not high on Darvin Ham as a coach. And I think a lot of signs were shown last season, like in terms of particular lineups, especially, say, when he's playing really small, like a lot of free guards on the court or whatever. Yeah. And you can actually see them getting overpowered. Like, he's so not reactionary to certain stuff like that. There was times the Nuggets were on runs and he's like, figure it out. But you do that, the best teams do, or the championship teams. Yeah. Obviously, you've got LeBron and AD, so you might think, figure it out. LeBron played 29 minutes, bruv. You had him on a minutes restriction.
AD had 17 points in the first half.
Mate, it was
and
typical
0 in the second half.
It was typical him, and then typical when LeBron's on the bench. Because he's plus minus. He was the only one that was plus, I think. I think he was +7, or at the point that I saw it, then off he's they're -17 when he's on the bench. And
who's the Lakers' next match?
Phoenix
tonight. Suns.
Yeah.
You see AD? He'll go for that 27.
Yeah. He's playing against Nurkic, isn't he?
Yeah. But do you know what, yeah? As much as we get on AD, yeah, I've clocked Jokic is his bogey now. It was the other way around. Like, no, I'm saying...
You know what, though? I don't think you lot get onto him. I think I just get onto him.
No, yeah. I do get onto him. I don't think he's consistent enough.
No, he's not.
I think he's
his talent. He's not.
He's literally...
No, motor, sorry.
But he's one game good, one game bad. One game good, one game... Like, that's how he plays.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Or he's one half good, one half bad.
He'll have a span of, like, 10 great games.
And then drop off.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. I even saw a clip of LeBron saying, funny enough, he brought Darvin Ham. LeBron said to Darvin Ham, I can play the point guard, you know. He said, I can play the point guard. And he was telling Darvin Ham, like, put me in at point guard. And Darvin Ham's looking at him like...
What, during the game?
During the game, there's like a sound clip. He said, put me at the point, put Austin...
LeBron was mic'd up.
Yeah. He said, put Austin Reed. He said, put RJ and someone else at the 2 and the 3. But he said, I can play point. Basically, because he's like, this is getting out of hand. I need to put me in a position where I'm...
control the game. Or control the pace as much as I can or something.
Because he literally... And he said to Darvin, I'm just out there floating around. I'm not doing anything. Yeah. So, it makes sense to give the quote-unquote best player in the team the ball. Yeah. Put it in his hands and at least let him decide. As a basketball brain, he's smarter than most of these coaches anyway. If we're being very honest. So it
call him the coach, the GM.
The GM.
He is the owner. As a basketball brain, he's smarter than most of these coaches. So let him. He can see stuff that you can't see, and he's out there. So let him figure it out. Like, just let him figure it out.
No, mate. Listen, I agree. I agree with mate. And the only thing that's annoying for me as a LeBron fan is because he's not young anymore. So there's only so much he can do willpower wise.
Yeah, we don't know how much he's got left, man.
Like, even the Nuggets series, you can see, especially game 4, man scored 40, but he tired out 4th quarter, bruv. You can't let a 38-year-old be doing all this. And then, come on, man. Like LeBron's tried to pass this guy the keys for years now.
Yeah, man don't want the keys. Don't want the keys. He
He
just
like-
wants to live in the house.
Do you think he's an example?
Ah, man.
Do you
Say
think
he
he's
wants
an
to live in the
example
house.
of earlier's conversation of the comfortability factor?
Oh,
or
he's super comfortable.
Of course.
He even got an extension for
Yeah,
being super
the
comfortable.
same Giannis extension. 3
Yeah.
years, 186 mil.
But
62
For
million
62
a
a year.
year.
For doing half the work.
And living in LA. Lord of mercy.
but bro, he is the definition of he's comfortable.
Because it's nuts. That bubble championship, he was the best Lakers player in the playoff until the conference finals. LeBron stepped up more.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
no pressure though.
Like, brother.
There's actually no. If you actually
The
think about it,
guy has said, I want you to be the best. For how many years?
yeah, but you know what? It gets to a point, yeah, when you gotta accept that some people just don't want to.
I
be
agree with
the
that.
best.
I know. I've accepted how he is. But I'm saying, if you were LeBron, like, and you're at this stage where you know now, I can't do enough to elevate him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't
you-
pick up his pieces.
Yeah, you
pieces
can
effectively.
just trade him for Giannis, man.
Huh?
You can just trade him for Giannis, innit?
The Bucks ain't making that trade.
It can
Yeah,
happen
true.
in like 2 years, for all 3 years. He's
Because
but
it's
by
the
then
same,
LeBron's
the same
done.
bread.
Yeah,
But the Lakers still might want it because of the.
But
smoke.
if,
Yeah,
if,
yeah, of
if
course.
Giannis says he wants to leave, we'll just leave, innit?
Yeah.
And,
No, it's
uh,
true.
yeah,
No.
that's true.
They'll have to respect it.
But I've come to the conclusion that
You don't want it, man.
yeah, that's it.
You
He's
don't want no smoke, man.
he doesn't want to be the best. He's happy with where he is. I feel like he's going down
He
the
just likes the scenery.
he's going down the Kevin Durant mold. Like Kevin Durant just wants to play basketball. He doesn't want to be known as the best player. He more time is out there and he is the best player. But when it comes to actually saying it and being it and showing it half the time, that's not him.
But I think
KD does show it.
I don't compare him to the way KD is.
Not the way they play, bro. Not the way they play. I'm just talking about, you know how KD says
But I
what he
think
says. Not the way what he talks about and what he does is two different things.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because
But-
you still know on the court, you're never gonna think, is KD motivated? Do you know what I mean?
No, he's always
You'll
about-
never. I think that's just KD's personality, the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
off the court stuff in it. So that's why I'm like, bro, like no matter how much shit you're talking about the guy, as long as he knows he's healthy, he's putting buckets on your head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And he's gonna be more time the best player on the court.
Yeah. So like, whereas AD, like, bro, you're easily top 10 most talented player in the NBA, and like, there's what, bro. I don't know, but on the Jokic thing, I actually think Jokic is his bogeyman now. Like, Jokic has figured him out. Whereas a couple years ago, he used to give Jokic damage. And this is why I say Jokic. I think I've always said, bro, he's not as bad as a defender as people think he is.
No, he's not bad at all, man.
One for the Nuggets at the time, years ago, bro, he's the only big guy or whatever that's
Yeah.
playing on the court. Now the team's got such great balance. MPJ's fit.
Yeah.
It's a big team as well.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's fit. So
that's
he's what, 6'10", 6'11".
Yep.
Aaron Gordon's a big guy.
Yep.
Like, their big guys are generally on the court. So now Jokic, like, he can actually defend AD enough.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he can do enough.
You're not going to stop him, but he can do enough. And he knows, once I'm bothering him because he's a bigger body as well, etc. Whereas before, back in the day, bro, AD used to move about, blah, blah, blah. Jokic couldn't handle him.
Yep.
AD don't want to move no more.
But now I think Jokic his IQ's gone up even more. Like, he's clocked.
he likes the scenery, man.
AD, bro, the way
man
this guy.
likes the scenery.
He's like, hey, right now we just need to put shades on then. Moving like AD for real, fam. But yeah, but I think eventually, it's Darvin Ham. I ain't got 100% faith in, because even like those rotations during the game, I'm like, bro, stop doing this.
Oh,
It is
don't
the
worry,
first game, man.
Give it 20 games and we'll see.
Yeah.
No. That's why I'd say I won't overreact. First game, new squad. I know what he's kind of like, but I'll give him benefit of the doubt in that sense as a coach. But yeah, again, in these star matchups, they can't restrict LeBron's minutes.
Yeah.
Like
tonight, he should be playing,
bro, he's
35
got,
plus.
Yeah, he's got to do it, man. You get me?
Like in the I say the side games when you're playing against the Chicago Bulls, the Oklahoma City Thunders. I call them side games. They're really not, because
Yeah.
everyone's strong in the NBA,
No,
kind of. But
Detroit Pistons,
yeah.
yeah.
But in those type of games, 29 minutes is fine. Against the defending champs, you can't have LeBron playing 29 minutes.
Yeah, no,
You
that
need-
that one's a joke. And the thing, that one especially, obviously Denver, the high altitude, he's rarely ever struggled playing in Denver. Like, Most players
Never
will
heard any
yeah,
stories
struggle.
like that with him.
But he's always, before his Lakers days, he used to cook the Nuggets. Whatever whatever
Yep.
team they put out
Yep.
or whatever. Now the Nuggets, I think, got 6 straight wins on Lakers. It's becoming like a Clippers-Lakers record as well.
Yeah.
I just think they're becoming a bad matchup for the Lakers until
Definitely.
they figure it out, innit?
But that's if they do figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no
I think
guarantees
I
on
think
that.
they can.
The figuring it out part is AD needs to start playing with some energy and something. That's the first part. And then
Some vim, man.
that's it.
The only thing I'll get on him again, again on Coach Ham, is there's sometimes in the game I feel like he could have played Jackson Hayes with AD instead of Christian Wood
Okay.
for the rotation.
Yeah.
Like, I understand AD doesn't always want to play the 5, innit? And you don't always need him there, but you can get him on the rotation.
Yeah.
You know, like how Giannis is a great help defender.
Yeah.
innit? Probably the best in the league. AD's a naturally better defender than him.
Yeah, yeah.
So he knows how
All-around
to help
defender.
defend. Like, don't always. Now you've got the big men. You've got Christian Wood. You've got Jackson Hayes, who are athletic enough. Jackson Hayes, you just need him to run up and down the court for 15, 20 minutes.
He doesn't know how to put himself in good positions, innit?
Who?
AD.
I think he does. I just don't.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah,
It's actually I swear it's a I don't want to do it now.
no, bro.
That's what it's got to.
Because I don't agree with he doesn't want know how to put. He does.
Yeah, it's just it's a
If you
literally a
watch
thing
him
of
on his apex, he's probably the best one-on-one defender in the NBA.
yeah, but it's just it's a actually day-to-day
Apart
thing
from
with him.
Draymond, but yeah.
It's a day-to-day thing with him. It's I want to play today, I don't want to play today. And when he wants to play, he's a top 5 NBA player. When he doesn't want to play, he looks like he just doesn't look like he wants to be an NBA player. So it's
Like he's at the position now. He should be in the MVP conversation every year.
should be, but
But-
he hasn't been there since he left New Orleans.
Yeah. So where? Anyway, yeah. Game
When-
1.
Yeah, Wemby made his debut.
Yeah.
Wemby made his NBA debut.
He's going to be solid still, if managed correctly. He'll be solid.
Well, he's at the
He'll
right.
be one of the best anyway.
He's at the right franchise to be managed correctly.
Oh yeah, definitely. I saw he didn't even play that much minutes.
Nah.
Maybe
Foul
I don't-
trouble early.
Oh,
I was
was it?
I was
Ah,
watching.
okay,
So he
cool.
got foul trouble. He got 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Fair enough.
Um,
Because I was thinking the scoreline was tight, so I was confused as
Yeah.
to why he didn't play a lot of minutes.
but they weren't running the offense for him at all.
Mm.
Like I thought that's what they would do. I thought they'd run the offense for him and just feed him in the post, even though he's not really a post player. He's
Yeah.
usually on the perimeter. But I thought they'd feed him more.
I think he's got the coach that will just baby him into the
Yeah.
league anyway. So,
But-
it won't be. I don't think fans should overreact, even if he's not at the expectation, because he'll reach that
Yeah.
level within the next 2
Yeah,
years. basically.
even if he misses or sits out a few games.
Yeah,
and even as a he is the best help defender in the NBA
man said already.
He's-
Already.
He's so long.
because you can't do anything with
That
him.
wingspan is
Yeah.
is
You
crazy.
thinking of the Wiggins video when he
No,
came
no,
over
no.
and
I was watching last night.
Oh,
When I was watching the game last night, bro, the first thing he did was block Kyrie Irving. Number one, I don't see many people block Kyrie Irving's shot near the
no
back.
matter how tall you are.
No matter how
straight.
tall you are. Yeah. He's coming to block 3-pointers from near the restricted area.
Bro, it's a joke.
It's ridiculous.
He's too tall, man.
Like he's taken
Wow.
2 steps and being able to get out to the 3-point line. And you're just like, yeah, this is something that we've never ever seen before.
It's a joke. It's
But
an absolute joke.
There is
I'm excited to see his progression.
and there is some real, I'll be honest, you see how they used to say when the guards were taking over the league, I feel like it's swaying back towards the big men.
Oh yeah, I mean you got just the 3 best players in the league are 6'11" plus.
even last night I was watching the Celtics and the Knicks game.
Mm.
Porzingis,
He scored 30, yeah.
yeah,
I've seen
Porzingis. Well, I'll tell you, I know it was the Knicks, but the Knicks aren't the worst team in the world now.
No, they're not. Defensively, they're usually all
Yeah,
right as well.
but Porzingis, let me tell you, that brother, he was ready. I feel
Maybe
like
it's
this
'cause
is
it was I'm going to New York, going back.
yeah. But when I tell you, the Celtics, yeah, their team is huge.
Yeah.
When I say huge, I'm talking about everyone felt like they were 7 foot last night.
Actually, I think he's their only 7-footer.
He is, but
Yeah.
everyone, but like Tatum 6'10",
Yeah.
Brown 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
Drew Holiday's a big guard. He's not small.
They've got big guys in their position.
yeah, Derek White. They've got big players, and bro, every single player on their team is a good defender,
Yeah, yeah.
and every single player on their team, I'm talking about their starting 5, can shoot the ball.
Yeah, we just got to see how all of it meshes over time.
Last night it looked good.
I don't think theirs will be too much of an issue though.
Nah,
Last night it looked good.
Porzingis
That
just
you're
needs, he
bringing
just
in.
needs to stay fit too.
Uh,
Porzingis.
yeah. All right.
If he stays fit this whole season, this will be the first season he's ever played a whole season.
Jesus,
He
he's
might
been
have
there
the
a long time.
motivation because of the team he's at now.
Yeah,
you get
that's
me?
true. When you're at the Wizards and the Knicks, when the Knicks were back then, you don't want to be playing.
And even then, the team might manage him better.
Yeah.
Because they can easily get results without him.
Mhm.
So, when it comes to crunch time, postseason, then
Yeah.
because that's what I was saying last week with how I think the Lakers are trying to be with LeBron in it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, if they're at the point that they feel it's not working on the restrictions,
Then you got
then you got to play him.
amp
But
it
would
up.
that then affect later in the season
Yeah.
and stuff like that? So obviously, I think tonight there's only 2 games: the Bucks and 76ers. They're both their first games of the season.
yeah, be a good game.
That should be a good one. Hopefully, I'm up
There's
for some
another
of
one
that.
as well,
And-
isn't there?
And Lakers v Suns.
Yeah, should be.
KD and LeBron's first time playing each other in 5 years.
My
That's
goodness.
nuts. Obviously, they played each other last week in preseason.
Yeah,
But
for a real
competitive
game.
game like that is mad. And these are two basketball guards.
Yeah, powerhouses, man.
You get me?
Should be a good one, man. Should be a good one. I feel like this NBA season has potential to be one of the best we've seen because of
Yes.
all the just the general talent in the NBA. The older players
They're starting to.
they're on their way out.
Yeah,
but
slowly
they're at-
but they don't want to let go.
Yeah, you get what I mean. They're clinging on to their last years.
Because they're all the older players, the top ones, well, majority. I'd say
All over
majority.
35.
No,
Or
but like,
35 and over.
Close.
just say LeBron, KD, Steph, they're still in top 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, and I think someone made a good point on Twitter actually the other day. The in-season tournament, I think that will make this season better as well.
Yeah.
Because it gives teams a motivational factor. Like, bro, you can't sit out this game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we spoke about like the players playing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But obviously, even if the incentive, I forgot what it is, the incentives to win it or whatever. Even if it's not too high, there is an incentive in
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm sure it affects some sort of seeding as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like, bro, in season tournament, however long, finals in Vegas, etc. Blah
Yeah.
blah. Bro, they're part of the experience.
Yeah.
You want to be that first
Winner of that.
FA Cup champion.
Yeah,
using it in
yeah,
basketball
They'll,
yeah.
reference.
they'll win anything, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
true.
Yeah, especially the teams that don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true, bruv. So, all right, cool. MVPs, or should we save this one for a couple weeks?
Yeah, let's
Or-
give it
Yeah.
No, I think we can
couple
still
games,
give
though.
your
You
But-
are.
beginning of
I
the
hope-
season
an
prediction.
initial MVP. It will be Jokic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that as well.
I think
Jokic.
he's gonna average a triple double this year.
He
Yeah.
just treats basketball like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I've got Jokic
like
or
that.
Doncic.
I think I had Doncic before I watched the Lakers Nuggets game.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm only dealing in absolutes.
yeah.
Do you know the
I
only
think
reason?
this one same because I went out a bit on a limb saying they're not gonna make the finals. so-
The only reason I say Jokic or Doncic is because you know how the voters work.
Mm.
Oh, he's won it before.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah, yeah.
You get what I mean? So, and Luca might drag Dallas to the 4 seed. If he drags Dallas to like the 4 seed in the West,
Yeah.
then there's a possibility.
Possible.
For
But
me,
it's done
the
on record
Mavs,
as well.
I just don't know how they're gonna be defensively, no matter how good Luca is.
Terrible.
So
They weren't good last night,
yeah,
and they were playing against the Spurs, who aren't the greatest team in the world.
yeah. So
22 and 60 last year, I think it
Well,
was.
But they might be so good defensive team, they just can't score.
That's the
buckets. So,
thing.
that's where the NBA is funny, or even NFL. You can be such a great
Offensive team.
but
Terrible defense.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
You'll be like, we don't give up points, but you don't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cool. All right, MVPs we've all gone there, and finalists. Who's NBA champion?
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, be Denver.
Well, I
Back to
mean,
back.
I chose
Back to
them.
back is hard.
I chose them not to get to a final. So
Let me go out on it. Nah,
I'm going Celtics.
Nah, not right
I
now.
think this is finally the year.
I was about to say
It's a good shout.
Say Celtics, but
That's a good. That's a good matchup. I can't wait for the Denver
Let me
Celtics matchup.
revisit this.
What in the final?
They
No,
could
just
be
Yeah.
there.
Because I got the
playing.
Lakers going final. You get me? Actually, no, I picked Lakers last week. I have to stick with it.
You're mad.
I got to stick with it.
I ain't gonna stick with nothing.
You saw one game and you still.
Those are wishy-washy guys, bro. Stay on your truth.
I just
So
feel
when
like-
you don't ask me how am I, I'll tell you I'm good because I stick to what I say. You get me? You might just say, "Oh, I'm good." You don't really mean it. You don't mean it. Get me, but hey, long live the NBA.
Man.
Get me?
Oh,
So
man.
cool. All right, gonna switch it up a little bit. just gonna quickly cover this one. Don't know if you two are. We haven't really spoke about this collectively, but if you lot are boxing fans, obviously Fury versus Ngannou this weekend in Saudi Arabia. First of all, the fight's a joke.
Yeah, I'm a big boxing fan, by the way.
You can't have the best heavyweight in the world be doing this nonsense.
I mean, exhibition, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously, no.
Exhibition on pay-per-view though,
bro. It's nuts.
Put it on
'Cause
YouTube.
when you got people at the height of their powers, exhibition, man.
Oh,
And you know, in this day and age, man, make money.
So this is my point earlier when I said the elitist athletes or the money-making machines, they're still always gonna find a way to make that stupid.
Fury's the comfortable boxer.
He is. I've
Yeah.
always said that.
I think Fury's he fights who he wants to fight. He hasn't really taken any risks.
I'd say
No, it doesn't.
only Wilder's been a risk for
I
him.
don't think that was a risk.
I don't think that was a risk.
It was.
No, not
Especially
really.
after the first fight.
No, after the first fight, he
After
knew
the
it wasn't
first
a
fight,
risk.
It was easy.
Yeah. After the first fight, he knew. Okay, cool.
He should have won anyway.
Exactly.
He went to go fight him 2 more times.
for
What's the risk there?
Yeah, but like at the same time, a lot of people think he got saved by the way he was counted in the first fight. That 10 seconds was slow, bro.
Even so, yeah.
And Wilder's just one
That was
punch
still-
power is still nuts, bruv. I'd say Wilder was a slight risk for him. But I just felt like his self-belief was too high.
Okay, if we're saying that, then any boxing fight's a risk, obviously, because
Yeah.
of you're getting in there and
You
there's a
No,
punch.
you get
obviously,
banged and get knocked
yeah,
out
but
any
why-
No, but
time.
I've said just Wilder.
Yeah, but Wilder is really a puncher's chance against Fury, and
but
that's
Wilder's a puncher's chance against
he's
everyone.
everyone.
definition of a puncher's
that,
chance.
that's
Yeah,
it.
he's the ultimate puncher's chance in boxing, I think.
But this is the thing: if he
That's why I
doesn't
said it
land,
was a risk.
but do you know what I clocked? You know, after the first fight, when Fury even got up from the knockdown, I knew Wilder can never beat this man
Never.
ever.
Yeah. Once he done the Undertaker thing.
Yeah.
But I still think the count was slow. But he done it. He got
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
utilized
the count was slow, but
he maximized.
that was what, the last round?
Yeah.
12th
Come
round.
on, man. You waited all that to knock man down and still get up. That's when he had your number when you got up.
And
It's just the way
Fury
he
won the
got
rest of the
up.
round.
I knew he was gonna win.
Fury won the rest of that 12th round.
I knew he was gonna win the rematch.
He should have won the first fight even with a knockdown.
Yeah.
It was a draw, you know. Wilder had 2 knockdowns that fight and they drew.
Yeah.
That's how you know you got
I
outboxed
think
and
I had
outclassed.
it on
He's too much of a boxer.
Fury on points.
Mm-hmm.
Fury.
Yeah, that's him.
I think Anthony Joshua
You know when
beats Wilder.
I'm him is a
You
picture
think?
of
I don't know.
that's Fury, man. Fury is a boxer.
That's it.
Boxer.
He's just so dynamic. I think it's because he's an anomaly. You ain't seen no one his size be
That's
able
'cause-
to change it up.
Yeah.
From
From knee high, boxer.
Yes.
Gypsy
Literally.
as well.
Boxer.
Yeah, but
In the blood.
there's bear man like that, bro.
No, not
No
that
one's
skilled,
at his
though.
level, fam.
Have you ever seen the video? Yeah, it's a meme. The guy said, "What do you do for a living?" Then the guy replied, "I gym." That's Tyson Fury.
That's it.
Boxer.
Jim. Do you see him say? I think they asked him last week. How'd you prepare for this? Said something about something McDonald's. Blah blah blah.
Bro, he's fired a UFC fighter that
Yeah,
has
yeah.
the Ngannou has a puncher's chance in the UFC half the time because he's not the most skilled UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This comes with mad power.
exactly. So he's gonna come and throw punches from wild angles, like Wilder, basically,
A boxer.
at a boxer.
Yeah, good luck, man.
But I'm
He
not
could
even
get knocked out
massive
within a
UFC
round.
Who Ngannou?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably tune in somehow. You get me? Not pay per view, but somehow someone will pay.
Oh man. Oh man.
Get me? But yeah, that one I just obviously that's probably the biggest sporting event this week, and just because it's in Saudi as well, so it's gonna be even more elevated than usual. But yeah, Fury should. I think Fury's just gonna have fun. I won't be surprised if Fury doesn't knock him out.
I think he might do the Floyd Mayweather thing and just carry, like, you know, he carried
Yeah,
McGregor.
Yeah.
just play with man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
carry them, make it so the fans that paid can get their money's worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Give him 6-7 rounds.
yeah.
Then
He
from
might even
there,
let it go 11.
no,
I don't even. Is this a 10 or 12? It should be a 12 fight round.
nah, I don't know because
12 round fight. So
I don't know, you know, because I don't know if Ngannou can fight that long.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm genuinely asking. Is it 10?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not real, man.
It's a Fury victory still.
Is it even go down-
Ngannou catches him with a mad thing.
If Fury loses, does
Oh,
it go down
it's
as a
actually
loss?
10 rounds apparently.
Does it go down as a boxing loss? Because what is this? A
I
crossover
I
fight?
don't think so. Because there's no belts on the line. There's no nothing in it. It's just
Nah.
exhibition.
Yeah.
So according to I think the Independent, Ngannou's gonna make 10 mil from this fight, dollars by the way, and Fury's gonna make 50 mil.
Well,
Wow.
it makes
See,
sense.
I tell you, when you're at the top and you can make money, you're still gonna make money. You get me?
You're not wrong.
You'll find that avenue.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, all right, cool. Song of the week, Deji's favorite category. Actually, we might have a new one from the one he introduced last week. But yeah, go on. Who wants to go off first? All right, gosh, if you insist. Gosh, you're all pointing at me. Do you know what? Yeah, I only saw this clip. I saw a clip of them on Twitter yesterday. It is two women, I believe, from South London called AE. So just A and E, but take away the and, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So they could be called Annabelle and Esther. Who knows? No disrespect, ladies. I'm joking. Well, obviously, the clip I saw yesterday, I think was it that monochrome page or something like that.
Yep.
And I was like, yo, these lot are warm. Like, so that particular song is called Capri Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And today I've just been banging that song out. Like,
Okay.
even from this morning. Bro, they're way. I think I said it a couple episodes ago. Female rap. When I like you, I like you. You get me? So like, man will bang out your songs. I listened to one or two of their other songs, but I span it back to Capri Sun. So I'll give it to AE Capri Sun. That's my song of the week. And by the way, I did listen to some Kendrick Lamar's Good. What is it again?
Good Kid, Mad City.
See, I'm under pressure. I've known the title all day, bruv. All week, in fact. Good Kid, Mad
What's your
City.
favorite song off of that?
By the way, I was bantering in the chat earlier when I said, "Oh, that song, bitch, don't kill my vibes." A vibe. Did you see Deji's face?
Yeah.
I was surprised.
What's your seriously? What's your favorite song off that album?
To be fair, I didn't listen to the whole thing. 3/4 of the way.
Okay.
I forgot what the song after is, and it's a song that I know.
How's it? So, like, hum the tune.
Bro, I can't. I'll find it now.
Well, with song of the week, my song of the week is from that album.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
right.
Okay.
Let me guess. 2 seconds. I'm nearly there.
You're gonna guess Deji's song of the week,
Yeah.
but you ain't listened to the whole album.
You really know what it sounds like. Though.
I think my so far, do you know what? Yeah, when I was listening to it, I was like, I've actually heard the whole album, but just once. But anyway, I think Backseat Freestyle was one that I kept on pulling up.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't that one.
Life, I want money, and that one.
Or was it
Oh,
the
is
Art
it?
of Peer Pressure? It was one
Man
of the early
down.
ones.
Where you from, nigga?
Nigga.
What do you want? Where you from, man, nigga?
Yeah, see the way man's bopping my head.
Is it that one?
I don't know. But
Something
I
like that.
can't remember. One of the early songs I kept on going back to, and I remember it was kind of a few songs after Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. It was within that order, innit?
Everybody.
Everybody
Or Money Trees, I don't know. Anyway,
to your bitch ass.
anyway, yeah, I already said
Kendrick Lamar,
Kendrick's
road
wavy,
grass.
but like, I ain't going out my way like massively. But yeah, go on.
Money Trees.
You.
Yeah, Money Trees.
What a song.
Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock. Money Trees.
What?
See, I just said
It's a
Money Trees.
perfect
I
place
think,
for shades.
I think it was Money
Yes.
Trees.
What a song, by the way.
Money Trees.
Yeah, it is Money Trees. I just played a little bit in my head. Hey, anyway.
Hallelujah.
That song's too cold.
It was Money Trees that I was
man.
spinning up. I told you song titles don't do me under pressure, under the
Money.
on the
What
spot.
a song, you know. That's one of the greatest songs I think I've listened to, you know.
Yeah, after we had that convo last week, I just went to play the whole album. I was like, yeah. In my head, I was thinking, how can you not listen to this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I recovered it, innit? Money Trees. It's done now.
Mine's from a artist who is actually relatively new. Was born in the UK, but he's Nigerian, songwriter and singer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shout out to my Nigerian brother.
He's from North London, like Hertfordshire based. And he's like an R&B kind of singer, but he mixes it with like African heritage. So
You can't say North London and Hertfordshire based in the same sentence.
this is what he said. I'm just going off what he said.
Trust.
His name is Osa.
I was gonna say it sounds very.
Osa, and his song is called Diamonds and Pearls, and that is what I've been running literally this week. It's been consistent for me, R&B and just something different.
Do you know what I think we should do? I think every time we pick a song of the week, we should create a playlist and put that song in the playlist.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, cool.
You're right.
So, obviously, like nominated Edge. What he said that.
Calm.
What are you offering to do it, Dej? Yeah,
That's calm.
top man,
Yeah,
top man.
it was Deji's segment. So
Get
Yeah,
me.
calm, man.
wait, Deji, you on Spotify though?
Nah.
What are you on? Apple
what?
Music as well.
Nah,
Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah, funny
Oh
enough,
no, you can send the playlist
I've
over.
got
Is it?
Amazon
You could
Music
send-
now because I've been using it recently.
'Cause-
Nah, just in case I'm like, oh yeah, let me just try a new streaming platform, see
Oh.
if it's still up to date with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other ones. And I was like, do you know what? I actually don't mind using it once in a while.
But you can
Okay,
send.
cool.
You
I was
can
like, bro,
send
man's
me.
been paying for Amazon for how many years and I've never used the music feature.
It's free with it as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can send the playlist over. So if you send it over, then I'll just create. I'll just do the same thing on Then you can just import it from Apple Music to Spotify.
Fantastic.
No more.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that will
Guess we've got to
definitely.
go back on some songs and figure it out, but it's all on Dej said. Do you know what I mean? Top man, you are.
Yeah, so
Top man, you are.
one
Lightweight,
one week I
man,
did
lightweight.
album of the week though. So yeah.
Yeah, nah, you're boying it. Yeah, actually. Oh, actually, but no, because we're actually about to speak about him briefly. We might as well now, actually. Obviously, gonna mention the 500k or lunch with Jay-Z. But what's the Jay-Z song again? That
All I need.
All I Need.
What a track.
That track is sensational.
What a
That
track.
might have been my song of the week, actually.
Mm.
That should have been my song of the week. Because I think I messaged you after. I was like,
Yeah, you
I was
said
like,
you'd
"Right
been-
now." I was like, I was spinning this for 2 days. So technically, I'd say that's my song of the week. But obviously,
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think about that song.
It was the one that was on my
Dun, dun,
reel.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I guess I got my swagger back.
Yeah.
Obviously, here again. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and it's mad because I think the day after,
Oh, that's a tune.
bro,
That's-
that tune's fantastic. It's magical. The day after, my boy that lives in New York, shout out Bells. I don't know if him and his missus, they went to. I don't know if Jay-Z's got some form of a museum or something like that.
I don't know. I know he's
I
got.
don't
He used to
know
have a club.
where it might have been in New York or somewhere in the States anyway. But like, cause they were looking up all like a lot of Jay-Z's discography, all that jazz. It just seemed like Jay-Z centric. So I don't know if it might be a museum that just recently
Right.
opened or something. But then he happened to play that song as well. All I Need in his video or his missus, one of the two. But I was like, that song is superb.
Yeah, funny enough, since I use it as a reel, a lot of people I know have been using it on their stories. I said, interesting. But it's one of my all-time favorite JC. It's not even one of my all-time favorite JC songs. It's one of my all-time favorite songs, to be fair.
That's a cool tune, man.
But yeah, Jay-Z as a rapper, he's top 3.
I'll be picking 500k though.
Oh, 100%.
So would I.
100%. 100%. He even said, I think he said,
Yeah, you should pick the 500k.
and
Go
he
by
said,
the
he said,
blueprint.
yeah, that's
and
it.
Listen to it.
And listen to it, bro. He said everything's there.
He also said, what am I going to tell you?
Yeah,
Take the money.
I'll tell that man instantly, fam.
I ain't taking dinner with no one
Man,
over
you need to get to the
500k.
second option, fam.
Unless that person's going to give me 500k at dinner,
Bro,
and no one's giving away money for free. So
mate,
Impossible, man.
mate, he said what blueprints were 11.99 or 12.99. He
yeah.
said that's what you can use that
And on
the 500k and then boom.
And on 444, he basically told everyone the game about life. Literally.
Yeah, I need to re-listen to that one, but yeah, there's some gems on that one for sure.
That's the
man.
one where it was
When you done the OJ
I'm
song.
not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was it. He was honored with a career-spanning exhibit at Brooklyn's Public Library.
Okay.
So like,
This man is big, you know.
bro, yeah, like even from
Yeah,
Bell's
billionaire now,
videos
Yeah.
and snaps and stuff, it looks sick. Like so what I saw and stuff like
No,
that. So
he
even-
he is like, you know, when someone has really got it out the mud. That is Jay-Z, you know.
But I think that then goes back to our conversation today is the celebrating, because I when you brought that up, I was thinking there's someone recently that I felt when I was reading or watching something, I was like, it's good that he's seeing how he's being honored.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro, let him witness his greatness or
Yeah.
what people the appreciation people have of him, innit?
Give him his flowers while he's still
Yeah.
here.
So it's actually funny you brought that part up early in topic, which we didn't even know about. But I thought of that exactly when I was watching like my boy's story, etc. Blah blah blah. I was like, bruv, this is sick for Jay-Z to actually see how a man's being perceived, or
Yeah.
like obviously even if he's put money into it or whatever, but like the appreciation people are gonna have, like, bro. And
Is
even
the-
people asking him the question, 500k or lunch, like,
Yeah.
or lunch with you.
Yeah.
You'll be like, bruv, how many people get asked that question? You know what I mean? So
It's true, man. It's
Mm.
true.
I'll be sick if it's a long term thing. Obviously, it's an exhibit, but if they end up making it a long term thing, then
So you can just go in there all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, trust
He-
man.
he basically
big
king of
congrats
Brooklyn
to
anyway.
Jay-Z anyway, man,
Yeah.
because that's huge.
That's-
no, it's massive still.
But man, speaking of huge, what's your wins of the week?
Wins
Oh.
of the week.
Wins of the week.
Oh. Do you know what? My win of the week is one I should have said last week. So, mine was me going to give blood. That was the first time I'd done it
Is
once.
it?
Yeah,
I
because
saw him on a story.
I thought about it after we spoke about the combo. Obviously, we didn't know you were gonna bring that up, innit?
Yeah.
So I was like, I felt, you know how I am under pressure, innit?
Mm.
Music or whatever. Don't know, music might have been on my mind. But like after, I was like, bro, like I was actually really happy I took that step to go and give blood, because I've been thinking about it for months and just trying to find a date, etc. And like obviously for black people in particular, sickle cell affects black people, innit?
Mhm.
And, like obviously knowing a few people that have sickle cell and they've said it in the past, or like you donating blood helps, etc.
Yeah.
Just like a wider cause and stuff like that. So not only thinking of them, but just in general, I was like, I felt a real sense of like happiness and somewhat of a personal achievement or little milestone for myself. So walking back home, I was like, yeah, give myself a pat on the back. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I celebrated that little win by giving myself a pat on the back.
That's,
But yeah,
that's therefore a win.
that's
right
a-
there,
that's
man.
a big win.
I'd say giving blood, but obviously I think it's crazy because when I read after online on Twitter, I just like people that would just happen to be speaking about it earlier this week, they've had some bad experiences with it in it, and I was like, thank God I wasn't in that situation where like I'll be more than happy to donate blood again, innit?
Yeah.
And I even asked like, when can I do it again? And they were like, the time length for men and women, blah blah blah, etc. like that. So yeah, that's my win of the week, which was last week, giving blood.
Jeez, congrats, man.
You're gonna have to go, Dej, because I'm still trying to find my win.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So, how shall I start this one? Yeah, so as the people that know me, innit, they know that man's getting married, innit.
Yay.
Everybody after party.
My win of the week was finally finding a venue.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
was
and
sweet.
just deciding when to do it as well.
Hey,
So venue and date confirmed. Well,
Mhm.
let's say 90% confirmed anyway. But yeah, that's my win of the week, man. Cause the man them that's gotten married or that's on their way to being married, like myself, they know that looking for a venue could be exhausting. and the figures that they tell you, like, it's a business, man. It's a business. But nah, and I'm glad we're getting the ball rolling on this, so it's cool, man.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Absolutely lovely.
As you know, we love love.
Do you know what I mean? We love.
Mhm.
Shout out Deji's wife to be. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely
Shout out the
top
missus, man.
lash she is. Get me? Love her more than I love the bro and that. Do you know what I mean? But no, it's big up Ash, man.
You know what? I don't have a win of the week, and I don't think I should say one. After Deji's one, I think we should. I think we should move on. I don't
Bruh.
actually have a win of the week.
Do you know what?
No, you do still.
He does. Well, by the time we finish this, you're gonna say one.
I don't have a win of the week, bro.
Hey,
No, sometimes
Win of the
everything
week.
you do in a positive way is a win.
this is what
Whether
I
you
was saying
celebrate or
earlier.
not,
This is what I'm
you
saying.
need to talk your shit, bro.
It's Jacob's enough personality. He's like, it's not big enough, bro. There's something that's a win, bro. So we'll give you a little bit of extra time whilst we just move on to the next
Win of the week.
topic.
You know,
also.
I've been searching, thinking, what's going on in my life?
And
That's all anyone.
Speaking of winners, obviously he's not my favorite athlete or driver in the world, but do you know what? Credit where it's due. I appreciate the craft. Max Verstappen, 50 wins in F1. I'm second youngest to do it behind Michael Schumacher. I think he'd done it 2 or 3 races bit ahead of Lewis or something. Quickest to 50. But yeah, Max is he's on top of the world right now. If there's one athlete in the world that feels they're in an unstoppable moment, it's him right now.
Definitely.
Him breaking the record of the wins in a season, just the consecutive wins or whatever. Like right now,
he's on a good run, man.
Yeah, obviously the car needs to be drug tested, but
definitely.
I just actually wanted to, and I know few of the listeners, especially my F1 folk, that we actually chat about. Sorry, ladies, I've just felt I had to give a Max not a shout out, but just some form of acknowledgement, bruv. 50 wins at that speed that he's done it at is nuts. Like,
dominant driver.
Congrats, man. Still a baby though. Like.
Yeah,
very. But I feel when Lewis leaves the F1 soon, because I feel like he's actually going to be on his way out. Yeah.
He signed what 2-year contract? Yeah, probably. I think after those 2 years, he'll be done.
Max Verstappen is going to break every record that's ever been set in this Formula One thing.
The only thing with Max is his motivation long term, because I think he's previously said a few times in the past that he's going to retire early.
Yeah, but how old is he now? Like 24?
Nah.
Max Verstappen's not that old, you know?
Yeah.
So he's got one, what?
26, I'd like to say. I might be wrong. He is 26.
So he's 26, got 2 world championships. Lewis has got 7. I say 7.
No, Max got 3.
3. This is his second.
This is his third.
This is third. Back to back.
I'm moving. You know what? I don't include the other one. You know,
you just gave it.
Yeah, I gave it to Lewis
By saying 8.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were going to say 8. Yeah.
But I don't.
Lewis got 7, innit?
Yeah, Lewis got 7. But I don't give that other one to Max.
But it's
his.
It's on the record.
But
it's on the archive.
If everyone carries on going,
controversy behind that one, man.
This is the thing. If everyone carries on going down the same road it's going down and Red Bull are producing this type of car, and no one else can get near it, and he's the driver behind it.
Yeah, there's no competition anyway.
Yeah,
I think next season it's gonna be much closer though.
We'll see. But there ain't no competition for Max right now anyway.
From my sources, I believe it's gonna be a much closer season next season.
Okay.
Can't delve into my sources, but
big up the sources, man.
You know me.
But who?
Resourceful is in my.
But with who though?
In my bio. Do you know what I mean?
With who though? With who though, Joe? Like who's gonna be closer to them? Because
he can't reveal his sources.
No, but like you can. What team do you feel? Because me watching the Formula One on Sundays and that sort of stuff, I'm watching. I'm like, Mercedes ain't that close. Aston Martin.
The last
Aston
couple
Martin,
of races, a few of the team, like Mercedes, McLaren, even Ferrari. Ferrari, my only issue with them is
tactics, man.
No, and tactics all the time for them,
team.
and their sustainability in terms of their race pace.
Yeah,
because they'll have that 1 lap pace. Because even when Charles got pole this weekend, when the sprint happened the following day, everyone knew in the race he wasn't going to compete. Because
it's always the case though.
The sprint showed it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Lewis should have actually won the race.
Yeah, well, we know about that madness.
Like, if Merck did mess up his pitting, both his pit stops were quite slow, and then they pitted him too late on the first pitting that he was meant to have. He would have actually, but it was a blessing in disguise he didn't win that race because of him getting disqualified.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think like Merck will be better, but Merck don't behave like a big team anymore.
Nah, it's too much.
Like Red Bull, I've always like their team, their organization, even from Vettel's prime days.
I just don't like Christian Horner.
Mate, yeah, but for the A driver, he's the best principle to have.
Yeah, but for the B driver,
oh yeah,
yeah. But if you're the A driver, you don't care.
No, of course not. I think Formula One might be the most selfish sport. You know,
bro, it has to be. Like, it's arguably the hardest sport.
Yeah, for focus and fitness and the way you have to drag you're taking your body through madness, G-force and that sort of stuff.
I would say, well, I think I've said it before, probably F1 driver or NFL quarterback's probably the hardest. Yeah. Obviously, tennis is an individual sport and stuff like that, but those ones, but yeah, Max Verstappen, I'm not even giving a big up as much because not my guy, but I think it's more of an acknowledgement.
I love a driver though, man, because
mate. But
you can see what the thing is like when it's not working, like Perez, man.
But it's nuts because obviously he's getting his trophy and he's getting booed. And I actually think you could actually see it in Max's face, like, right, man's getting booed. Obviously it was Austin in America, close to Texas. I mean, close to Mexico, sorry. So this weekend coming up, Mexican Grand Prix, he's going to get booed galore because Checo fans.
Yeah.
But like, you getting booed when you've reached a milestone is
Crazy.
it's nuts. Usually, I don't really care about that stuff, but I think he felt that. Like,
Yeah.
you could see after it's like, raw. It wasn't even him. Usually, he gives a snidey remark back after his post match interview, whatever. But I don't even think I've heard anything or seen anything of him saying anything regarding it.
He's never going to be loved like Lewis Hamilton. He's never going to get the love that certain drivers.
That's because the way he behaves.
Yeah. His one's not even the love though, but it's because no driver's gonna get the love Lewis gets.
No, of course not.
But his one is like, it's because everyone. There's times people feel like he's been a dickhead or just been dismissive of a lot of stuff.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah,
all
and
the
then
time. That's why.
obviously he's misses his dad. He's
He's a racist.
Nelson PK.
Yeah.
He's always said stuff about Lewis, stuff like that. I feel like Max generally, Max is just, I just want to race, and that's it.
He said stuff about Sergio as well.
Yep.
Nelson PK.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Say he doesn't understand stuff because he's Mexican.
No,
Yeah.
that was Helmet. That's one of the Red Bull higher ups.
Ah.
Yeah, see. But then it's like, where's that coming from? Someone's, you know, every time something's said about someone else in the in the
man
paddock,
have discussed it.
you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a discussion that's been had with someone. So Max has been knowing, and you never want to be sidetracked or blindsided, and that's what it feels like happening in that Red Bull team.
Mate.
But still a hell of a driver though, man.
Yeah, can't take it away from him.
Nah.
Because he's it's annoying, but it is what it is.
That's a great athlete.
Yeah, cool. We shall finish it up with NFL's.
Yes.
NFL leaderboard. All right, we did accumulation of the points. Well, I've counted it now. Obviously, last week, this first time Deji finished bottom without us, but me and you drew. But it wasn't an impressive week in general. I think there was 13 games, and we probably predicted 6.
I let my people down, man.
Just ban you though. There was 13 games last week, and me and Jacob got 6, and Deji got 5 wins. So it's not really one to shout the roof about.
We are not betting
Shout out to
people.
my people doing the hackers on my behalf.
Yeah.
Rah. Man said he got a fan club done bets after his predictions. But no, speaking of, I think we can now say the table where we're at. Deji's top because we've got a point system: 3 for win, 2 for second, 1 for last. If we all draw, we all get 2. If there's 2 draws and a loss, the 2 draws get the 2 points, the 1 loss 1, blah blah blah. So Deji is on top of the leaderboard with 14 points. I've got 12 points in second place. So I'm actually closer than I
You're
thought.
close. You're mad close.
And Jacob's still in single figures on 9.
Yep, don't worry. We'll get there.
So
Long season.
we've still
Long
I
season.
mean,
Now I'm
it's
starting
only-
to see what the teams are really on.
Yeah,
So-
they've all got minimum 10 games left. So
Yeah.
because we're week 7, then it'll go up to week 18. Yeah,
But now I've actually seen what certain teams are on. I don't care what they do. They're not getting my vote.
Bruh.
There's certain teams that.
Yeah, 'cause I think right now you can start to technically relegate some teams.
Yeah.
Obviously,
When they play each other, it's just gonna be a flip of a coin.
yeah, probably the shock result is 2 shock results: the way the Ravens battered the Lions,
Yep.
and then
The way the Bears battered the Raiders.
the Raiders aren't a serious organization. So I don't even class it as I don't class it as a shock.
But bro, you can't get battered like that.
Bro, it doesn't surprise me though. You're just a bad organization, bro.
Yeah, no, but
So
still.
I wouldn't even say bad team. You're a bad organization.
All round, everything.
It's like if Man United got battered right now, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be mad, but it's
You'd
a
understand
bad
it.
organization.
You'd
The
understand it.
team's Higgy Haga,
Yeah.
but it's a bad organization.
Yeah.
I always say things start at the top, but I'd say the other result that we weren't expecting, we all picked the 49ers to win, and the Vikings beat them. Kirk Cousins was phenomenal, actually. So, yeah.
One thing about that game is though, we didn't actually look at the injury list before, did we?
Injury
knew
list was
Debo was-
extensive, man.
Yeah, I knew Debo was out. I didn't know Trent Williams was going to be out.
Yeah, I saw that on the Sunday. I saw on Sunday night on Red Zone, it was kind of coming across, and I was saying these players are all out, and they were saying McCaffrey's questionable. I was sitting there
But
thinking
I think I did mention Debo, and I said Debo was out, and I said Christian McCaffrey was
questionable.
yeah,
He did play though. McCaffrey he did play.
Yeah.
because that's when I then made the point of I was like, oh, but Justin Jefferson's missing for the Vikings.
And it's the Vikings. I said
Yeah.
still that I felt that the 49ers should have been able to do enough.
Yeah, no, definitely. But hey, big up Vikings. They're still in for the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're 3-4, but in that division, they can definitely get playoffs. But I think JJ's back in 2 weeks. Then they've got the bye,
Yeah.
and they've got. Listening to Kevin Wilds, they don't play a team with a winning record until Christmas. I think Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, whatever,
Yeah.
which is the Detroit Lions, and who
Oh.
knows
Yeah.
what's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So yes, all right, cool. On to this week's fixtures before we wrap up. There's your team tonight. The Bills are playing the Buccaneers. You guys are at home though,
Yeah.
but you guys haven't been all that.
We ain't been firing correctly, but
I think when I was looking at
we
things,
should
though,
still pull through.
the Bills are still top 5 in most defensive statistics and top 5 in most offensive
Yeah.
statistics. They just lose.
Stupid
We
games.
just do some dumb stuff.
Josh
You're like
Allen.
Anthony Davis.
But no, AD doesn't do dumb stuff. He
No,
just
but
has
you'll
a
have
little
one
motor.
good
No,
game and
one
one
good
bad
game. That's how they play.
Oh, yeah.
One good game, one bad game, and you're watching, you're thinking. Even the games that are like a bad, sometimes they end up winning them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But they're literally one good, one bad, one good, one bad. I'm just
Yeah.
watching like
No, that's fair.
they got a good one coming up. There.
Yeah, because they should have lost to the Giants last week. We
exactly,
said it.
exactly.
So they've put a couple bad games in.
Yeah, it's
'cause
true.
They lost the game before the Giants.
Yeah.
So technically, it should be 3-4 instead of 4-3.
Mhm.
But yeah, anyway, I got the Bills tonight. Bucks, Baker's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, his swagger's kind of worn out, man.
Yeah,
He ain't got his swagger back.
Nah,
I've got the Bills as well tonight.
it's
Yeah.
a Bills clean sweep, man.
clean
Yeah.
sweep, cool.
But every time I've wore this Bills top, we've lost.
Are you wearing it today? You got it underneath?
on the Sunday.
Oh, okay.
What about tonight then? Are you gonna wear it
Are you
to bed?
putting it on?
Nah.
To be fair,
by the time we'll play, I'll be out.
yeah, you'll be
Oh,
waking
okay.
up seeing the result live.
Yeah.
Game just done.
Game 4. I mean, fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Mm.
See the end of the game when you lot are losing. What? Who said that? All right, cool. Next game, Battle of New York, Giants v Jets. So it's effectively a home game. It's a Giants home game, but
The New York Jets for me.
I give it to Jets, man.
Yeah, the Jets.
yeah, I
for
got
me.
the Jets as well. Cool. Steelers v Jags.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. They
They're
have been
5-2 right now.
They've been on a
Yeah,
great run of
Jags for
form,
me.
by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jags for me.
I've gone with the Steelers.
Seriously?
Yeah. Where is it?
It's
In
possible,
Pittsburgh.
man.
Nah, the
They
Jags.
know how to shut up shop, man.
Yeah.
Steelers.
But do you know what? Yeah, I think the Jags they've got the most takeaways now in the league.
Hmm.
Bro, as a team all round, they're fantastic.
Bro,
But
they're
Trevor Lawrence doesn't have to be amazing.
nope.
But they are I think Travis Etienne's got 2 touchdowns in the last 3 games
Yeah.
consecutively. They've got firepower. I just think like they've won 4 in a row. This will be the all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's and Pittsburgh. I just think they're gonna find a way to trouble him because he still had a bit of a dodgy knee last week.
Okay.
Obviously he powered through, but I think they done it because they're on the bye next week.
Right.
So
He's gonna power through again.
yeah, but I think my guy TJ Watt's gonna get to him.
See his
Sometimes.
interception. This is
TJ
TJ Watts.
Bro, this is like when people tell me Mike is better than him, I'm not having it.
By the way, the best defensive player in the NFL is Miles
your guy.
Garrett. Yeah.
That one, right now I can't deny that.
Yeah, he's
But TJ Watt's up there.
Yeah,
Do
100%.
you know what I mean?
100%. But Miles Garrett won a game by himself the other
Yeah,
day.
that was nuts. That game was just crazy in general.
What he was doing, I was like, oh my goodness.
Because it's mad, because they got cooked. But if he didn't do what he done, they would have probably lost by 50.
Yeah.
Well, lost 50 points. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. What's the next game? So we've all got Jets in the battle. Oh, no. Pittsburgh, I chose that. You guys chose Jacksonville. Commanders, Eagles.
Eagles.
In Washington. Yeah, Eagles. Divisional game. I think it might be tough because it's a divisional game. Commanders need a win, but we've all gone Eagles. Cowboys, Rams.
Cowboys.
I'm not even feeling the Rams.
Packers. The only thing matchup wise, I think the Rams will cause them issue because of the passing game. But anyway, Packers, Vikings.
I give it to the Packers.
I'm going for the Vikings.
It's a divisional game, Jordan.
Only because I think Kirk Cousins will have a bad game.
Fair enough.
Bro, I'm not
Cold, Green
throwing
Bay,
the Packers again.
maybe. Who knows? But I'm going Vikings. I think they're starting to figure it out, the Vikings, even without JJ, and he'll be back soon. JJ's Justin Jefferson. Titans v Falcons in Tennessee.
The Titans.
I'm going Falcons.
Seriously?
Atlanta are in good form right now. They're
They're all right. They're
in
all right.
decent form. Titans are 2-4. They just lost their best defensive player to the Eagles, and Falcons got a very good win against the Bucks last week.
Yeah, they did. But if you watch the game, bro.
Oh, actually, what? Yeah, the Bucks should have won.
Yeah.
But the Falcons, as a team, they're actually very good.
They are.
But I just quarterback's their issue. Yeah,
about to say the quarterback problem they have. They need to address that this summer.
Yeah, but Titans. I don't know if Ryan Tannehill was playing. So cool. Panthers v Texans.
Wait, Ryan Tannehill might be injured.
I think he was injured last week.
Yeah, he didn't play.
I'm changing my pick.
Are you?
Yeah.
Falcons.
All right, cool.
Falcons.
You said Panthers and Texans.
Yep.
I'm a
Texans.
Panthers fan, but hey, Houston is my second home.
Man.
So
let's not even play around.
Texans.
Technically, I should go with the Texans, so we can all lose because everything I've done, they've done. Everything I've said of them, they've done the opposite.
They're never even trying to give man the win, you know. Okay, cool.
I know because the times I did pick them to win, they lost.
They lost.
Panthers
ain't winning
us
this
to
game.
win.
Oh yeah. Technically, I should do that on a technicality if I was a bit of a punk, but I'm not gonna be a punk on this basis. I think the Panthers are getting their first win this weekend, so I'm supporting them more than Jacob is.
Boy, this is for leaderboard now.
Seahawks Browns. This is a tough one. This was
game.
a tough one.
In Myles Garrett, we trust.
Is Deshaun Watson playing?
That is a very good story.
Because he left the game, but he was cleared to come back into the game, and they still didn't play him. So I'm trying to work out, is he playing? It don't even really matter.
He might come
I haven't
back
read a
into
quote
this
from
one.
him today, actually, saying something about he thought he was ready to come back. He didn't come back, or they didn't let him come back, but he actually thinks it was a good decision. Something along those lines that he didn't come back in. He didn't realize how hurt he was or something along those lines.
He might just be playing the game.
Yeah, playing media.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's going to be... But obviously, that Browns defense... They let up points last week, but they still won.
I'm going to Seahawks, though. I like Geno Smith. I like his receiving core as well. I know DK's not out there.
I think... Is he back this weekend?
He might be. I'm going to say questionable again.
Yeah.
But I'm going Seahawks.
I'll pick Seahawks.
Oh, Browns. Yeah, Browns.
Cool. That's a Myles Garrett.
In Myles Garrett, we trust.
To be fair, I'm like that with the Steelers, bro. When I pick
It's
them...
moving too warm, man.
When I pick them, I'm picking TJ Watt, so I hear it. Steelers started to figure some things out a little bit with on their offensive side. All right, cool. 49ers, Bengals. This should technically be the game of the weekend, but...
Bengals.
Where is it?
In San Francisco.
Do you know
That's made your decision harder, isn't it?
I'll go with Bengals, yeah, just to give San Fran an upset at home.
I've gone with Bengals.
I think I'm joining you guys as well, you know.
I've only gone with them because the Bengals had the week off, so Joe Burrow should be better.
Should be firing.
And they've started to get a bit of wins. Brock Purdy is missing, I believe.
He wasn't great. He wasn't good last game anyway. He was missing and while he was playing.
I heard that, but do you really trust Sam Darnold?
Yeah, it's the Cincinnati Bengals.
Obviously, they can still run the ball, but...
It don't matter.
Cool, we've all gone Bengals. Broncos v Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
We ain't got to spend time on that.
Cardinals, Ravens.
Oh, Ravens, yes.
Yeah, Ravens.
Yeah.
Lamar put up an MVP for performance last year.
Chargers v Bears. Even though the Bears scored a good amount against the Raiders last week.
I think the Chargers might just get it done this time.
The Chargers.
Yeah,
the
I
Chargers.
didn't pick them.
Even though they always get close and lose.
But if they do
might
lose this game, Brandon Staley's getting sacked.
Yeah.
If they lose it, someone's getting sacked.
Someone got to go. It's like
what we said, that's
two
from
and five.
girl, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
And finally, Monday night's matchup. To be fair, that's a Sunday night game, that Chargers game. Don't know if I'll stay up for that, if it's worthy. Monday night matchup is the Lions versus the Raiders.
The Detroit Lions, because they need to bounce back from getting their asses handed to them.
That is correct. I've missed 2 games.
That was disgraceful.
Sorry, Dolphins v Patriots.
Dolphins.
But
the Patriots, where is it?
In Miami.
Oh, yeah, Miami.
That game's off in the order, if you're writing it on your phone. That's after the Titans v Falcons game.
Oh, that's all right.
And then Colts versus Saints.
Colts.
I think that's the one that could be the turner for us. When I was looking earlier,
Derek Carr's disappointing.
I hear it.
And the Colts were actually all right against the Bears last.
I don't like about the
And
Saints.
it's in Indianapolis as well.
Jameis Winston's healthy, innit?
Yeah.
He needs to
But
play.
Tyson Hill's still taking snaps.
But they do him as like a.
Yeah.
He only takes running plays.
Yeah, don't do man like that if Winston's there.
No, but it can make sense.
They actually snap the ball to him just to run.
And
They're-
it's
they're
actually
sorry
he's
team,
either
man.
got first downs or touchdowns or something along those
He
lines.
does not throw
he
the
does
ball.
because when I watched it, he got a touchdown the other day. But
I think they need to reconsider
I ain't
this
feeling it,
Derek
man.
Carr as a starter. I think they might need to put Jameis in.
yeah, just slap him in there, man, because Derek Carr's been moving dead, man.
It's nuts. Colts. Did you got Colts?
Colts.
It's in Indianapolis. Do you know this is the one that's either gonna make me win or lose or finish bottom. I'm picking the Saints.
Oh,
I'm picking the Saints.
a very interesting pick.
Yeah. So I don't know why I missed those ones out, but now it's made it even more interesting by saying it last. But yeah, we've got all the teams are playing this weekend. So no bye week this week, and then I think the bye is again from next week. But yes, or I think everyone's playing next week. I might be wrong. But yes, I think we can finalize there. I'll hopefully update the leaderboard on my phone at some point. To be fair, it's up to date now, so I can stay on it more on guard. But if you guys remind me as well, that would be much appreciated. Do you know what I mean? But yes, another great conversation. And nice starter as well, Jacob. Like that one still.
Yeah, caught us by surprise, but it was good.
Would always try to.
Get me. Man them, ask about man them, you get me?
Yeah,
ask
man.
about your friends, check in on them.
Man, I'm checking on your guys, man.
Yeah, man. We don't do it enough, which is true. But obviously, even if you don't check in, just know your people that you know you can actually speak to about certain stuff. Then again, man them that I didn't name names, I don't hate.
Yeah, and don't forget to take stock.
You know who you are. Exactly what they said. And yeah, actually, let me give a shout out to the man them, my boys that are at Cray Valley PM. Non-league team.
Yes.
They've got Charlton in the FA Cup
Yes,
in the
they
first
do.
round at the Valley, which is actually a local derby because
It's
Cray Valley
local.
play in Lee,
Yeah.
down the road from Charlton Athletic. So
Yeah.
that game's on BBC Two actually on Sunday the 5th. So the man them are on BBC, which is lovely as well.
Big up them.
I got a ticket for the game, so I'll be there anyway if I'm not away. But yeah, that would be big up them. Yeah, you get me? Because we were saying we wanted Charlton or Burton. So if they face Burton, they were gonna face Deji, innit? And Deji plays brother, etc. Blah blah
Nice,
blah.
nice.
Funny enough, yeah, I was talking to a Orient fan about Dej as well because Orient got Burton on the weekend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh man,
The
that
season
means
ticket
pictures.
holder at Orient.
Ah,
Nice.
so let me see. Burton are at home or away? No, Burton are at home. If it was Orient, I might have gone. But yes, nice one, lads. Obviously, thank you guys for tuning in advance. Well, thank you in advance, sorry, but thank you for your support and you guys tuning in. Obviously, I think I posted on Instagram earlier that whatever topics we speak about, etc., we want your views on them as well. So if you want us to like come back to those topics briefly and say, oh, this person said this, and if you want us to name drop you, obviously you might become famous, who knows, but if you want us to name drop you as well, just let us know. So like whatever we post in terms of like our audio clips, etc., or what you listen to throughout the podcast and you think, oh no, I've got a good point on this or pushback or etc., hey, we're welcome to all thoughts, all ideas. So
YouTube. We're actually live on YouTube now. So if you actually comment in the comments, we can actually see what you guys are saying, and then we can get back to you directly
fantastic
in the next podcast.
Yeah, and
Yes.
tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, sir. Yes. So whether it's to us directly, to any of our pages, or TDO page, or like Jacob just said, YouTube.
Yep.
Drop whatever you think, and obviously, depending on how much it is, we'll happily discuss it or mention it on the following episode. So yes, okay, that is it. Blessings on blessings, people. Do you know what I mean? Everyone have a great rest of the week. Ending October soon, following into the great month of November. Great man Joe was born. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Joe signing out.
Dej signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening.